It doesn't matter whether or not you have ever owned a pair of Nike shoes. It is one of the most valuable brands in the world. So how Nike became the most powerful brand in sports? Let's take a closer look at the man behind the brand. Hi, welcome to Epic Story, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. So, subscribe to get inspired. The creator of Nike, Phil Knight. The man who built Nike from the boot of his car. The world's most popular sports brand. Today, we're going back to the earliest days of Phil Knight to figure out how Phil Knight created Nike and how he became successful and what the ingredients were for his success. Let's get some inspiration, the story behind the brand. Nike. Phil Knight was born in 1938 in Oregon, United States of America. Upon his graduation, he realized that American shoes were inferior in style and quality, too heavy and too easily damaged. At that time, Japan could produce good quality shoes at a lower price. To pursue his idea, Knight knew he had to leave his comfort zone. He went to Kobe in Japan, where he discovered Tiger running shoes. He was impressed by their quality, and Phil Knight secured a distribution deal with them. Knight decided to seek Bowerman's help with the distribution of the Tiger shoes. Phil Knight's coach was Mr. Bowerman. With his partnership and endorsement, Phil Knight was able to open his very first company called Blue Ribbon Sports. The company's name was later changed to Nike, which became one of the most well-known companies. One man's dream of better shoes turned into a massive company in a few decades. Nike is worth over $35 billion, and they're expanding worldwide. Nike is a global brand recognized for its iconic logo and slogan, "Just Do It." It is among the most famous taglines in the world. This simple slogan empowers athletes to stop overthinking the first step and take it. Nike's branding was created with the intent of motivating and inspiring athletes to push their limits both athletically and emotionally. Nike comes from an ancient Greek goddess who symbolized victory. One of Nike's first employees, Jeff Johnson, came up with the name, and Nike's slogan, "Just Do It," was inspired by serial killer Gary Gilmore, who said, "Let's do it," right before being executed by a firing squad in 1977. Nike, originally known as Blue Ribbon Sports. It is one of the largest and best-known shoes, sports equipment, and clothing brands globally. Nike has maintained its reputation and kept its value high by staying ahead of trends in sportswear and other areas such as fashion, culture, and technology. It was founded by Bill Bowerman and Philip Knight in 1964. Nike is headquartered in Oregon, in the Portland metropolitan area. The company was founded with just $1,000 of capital. It became one of the most successful athletic products in history, with a revenue of $35 billion as of 2022. Nike is a world leader in sportswear today, but the company initially started as a distributor of Japanese running shoes in the US. Nike's journey began on January 1964 when it was founded by Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. They had success in manufacturing and retail with the introduction of Nike's first shoe called the Nike Cortez. This is the story of Nike's co-founder Phil Knight, the man who wasn't afraid to turn his crazy idea into reality. Nike's co-founder and chairman Phil Knight didn't find success overnight. It hadn't been easy. Phil Knight started selling shoes out of the trunk of his car in 1964. He began his career like most ordinary people. No money, no clear direction. He started with a loan of only $50 to run his company. He named it Blue Ribbon Sports, and the company's original product was running shoes. He turned a $50 loan into a $35 billion company. Now Phil Knight is one of the most successful businessmen in America. He grew up with a love for sports. His passion for running led him to focus on running equipment, and he soon realized he wanted to start his own company. The sales inspiration for Knight was the runner. Knight went to sell at track meets. Sales were impressive. Knight's reputation in the track and field world also helped him gain an early edge. His belief in running was strong. It was very inspirational to customers. He says in his book, "I believed in running. I believed that if people got out and run a few miles every day, the world would be a better place, and I believed these shoes were better to run in." That's why Phil Knight is a successful entrepreneur and self-made billionaire. So, what's your story? Are you ready to start your journey? Here you can learn from fellow entrepreneurs about their journeys. We're going to motivate and inspire you, but you'll have to do the rest of the work. Subscribe to stay motivated and discover the story in you.